Alright, so in the last video, we created the plant and the lights from upstairs. And in this video, we're gonna texture everything. I mean, everything. And this is the last lesson. After this, we're gonna focus on rendering and animation. Okay, so I think first I will start with these lights because they are very easy to make. So I click on this light that it has wall light material attached to it. I'll go to shading. Let's see that light. Okay, and material output over here at the top. Let's change the color to a dark color, like this, closer to black, and shade the metallic up, the roughness down. I will zoom in so you can see. Bring the roughness down, something like this, and specular a little more up. Yes, and also you could notice that here at the top, this also changed. Now let's click on this and click on this wall light main. I will delete this principal BDCF, Shift A, shader, emission, and connect this to the surface. Bring the strength a little more down, and here let's change to a yellow type of color. And I will make it a little more darker, like this, and bring the emission up. Because I want these lights on the walls. Yes, something like this. Okay, so I have 8.5 and the color that I chose is this one. Let me zoom in. So this is the color 8A832C. Now let's texture the pillows. So for the pillows, I'll choose the first one that is called Couch Pillow 1. Click on this principal BDCF, Ctrl Shift T, Couch and Chairs, Pillows, and here we go to Maps and choose both of them, the normal and the roughness. Okay, so now let's change the strength here. I will choose here 3. Okay, select all of them, right click, copy, select pillow 2, right click, paste, and here we connect the top one to the roughness and the bottom one to the normal. Okay, now go on the third one, right click, paste, and here we connect the color of the roughness to the roughness and the normal to the normal. So we did the same on all 3 of them because they're gonna have the same texture, just the color is gonna be different. So now let's go back to the first one. Press Shift A, texture, image, open, go to pillows, and here you can see you have different designs for these pillows. You can choose any of them, but in general, I would recommend you to use one of the colors from color 1, color 2, color 3, and for the other 2, we're gonna choose pattern 1, pattern 2, or pattern 3. You can choose anything you want. That's why I put here multiple options. However you want to make it, that's how you make it. So I give you some freedom of creativity, or you can choose your own patterns. So I'll choose this one with the flowers, the green one, pattern 1, and say open. Nothing happened because I have here to connect this map to the base color like this. And with this pattern 1 selected, I'll press Ctrl T to bring this out. And over here on the scale, so it's not the same as this one. This is for the roughness and normal, and this is for the color, okay? And here on the scale, I will say 5. So we can notice that pattern. Very good. Okay, let's do the same steps on the next one. So I will just copy these three nodes. Right click, copy, click on pillow 2, right click, paste. I will open here. I will choose this one and I will put it over here in the color. Very good. Let's also choose this third one, and for this one I'll say again, right click, paste, open, and I'll choose this one, color 2, and bring it over here. And actually I want to rotate it, this one, so I have to rotate the z-axis. I will rotate it on 45 degrees, like this. This looks very interesting. I think I don't like the second one, so I'll click on it, open. Let's try this one. Yes, this looks much better. Let's also rotate the z-axis to 45. Actually, I think this one I will rotate it to 125 degrees to be on the opposite direction so they don't look the same. Very good. Also, this one changed because it was the same like this. Okay, so what else we have to do? The paintings. Let's first do this one at the bottom. I'll click on this painting. I'll say no, new. Say here painting 1. Control A, image, image texture, open, and you have here, and here in extra I added some paintings that you can play with. These two that you can see here, painting 1 and painting 2. For this one I'll choose painting 2 and connect it over here to the base color. Very good. I will bring this roughness a little bit up and also the metallic a little bit up, so it looks like this, more interesting. Very good. Now let's do that one from upstairs. Click on this painting, hit new. Here I will call it painting 2. Shift A, texture, image texture, open, painting 1, connect it here, and there you go, very beautiful. Increase the roughness a little bit and the metallic. Very nice. Now let's texture this bottom part. So I will select all this rim all the way around. And I want to make it in one universal color. Alright? So no matter in which room it goes, it will have the same color. So I selected all of it and press Ctrl J, new, and say here wall rim, and let's just make it a darker color. Increase the metallic a little bit, increase the roughness a little bit to make it more interesting, to capture some light, and the specular, I think I'll bring it up to 1. Yes, up to 1 is very good. I see here the stairs, they go a little inside, so I'll click on the stairs, G, X, and bring them a little to the left, like this. One last thing we have to texture, and that is the plant. with the support, the pot, the ground, and this plant. Let's start from bottom up. So I'll click on the support, here on the support, press Shift A, texture, and I will add a noise texture. Press Ctrl T on it, so we have the scaling. Shift A, converter, and here I will choose color ramp and bring it like this to the color. Okay. And bring these two closer together and scale it up. Now I will resize it on the z-axis, and I'll say here 30. Click enter, and let's choose here brown, a brown color. This is gonna be like a type of wood. Something like this looks very good. Let's increase the specular. Okay, now the pot. The pot actually, I think I want it white, but let's change some stuff about it so it doesn't look empty. So click on the pot main. And actually before that, let's go back in layout. And over here to the pot, I think I want to bring it more down. So I'm in edit mode. I will go to solid view, wireframe and X-ray. And I will choose only this top part with the ground and the top of the pot, and I'll say GZ and bring it down a bit. And also now only this top part, select it, GZ and bring it down a bit. But now we're gonna have to move the plant a little more down, because we move it like this. Okay, now let's go back to shading and click on this pot. Let's do here a little bit of metallic, not too much, just a bit, and increase the specular a little. We increase the specular a little, something like this, and let's change this color to somehow gray, something like this. I feel it looks good. Now let's do the ground. For the ground, we're gonna do something different. I will choose this principal BDCF, press Ctrl Shift T, go in extra, and here you have plant soil. And here I choose the color, the normal and the roughness, and bring them up. And also here on the scale, I drag and I say 5. And on the strength, I also say 5. Actually here I think I want to say 2. Yes, very good. And bring the specular all the way down. Very good. Actually, I think I want this pot to be darker in color. So I go to pot main, and I change this one to be something like this, to fit with the overall design of this room. Okay, now let's do the little plant or big plant, however you want to call it. First, let's do the plant main, the body. So with this principal BDCF selected, press Ctrl Shift T, and here you have plant main, and choose color, roughness, and normal, and change the scale from 1 to 5, and the strength here also I want to change it to 5. Okay, very good. I'll choose here plant leaves. I'll deselect here so I don't see this orange selection, so I can see very good what I'm doing. Alright, so here, Shift A, texture, image texture, open, and we select this plant leaves, open it, nothing happened. Shift A, converter, color ramp, and connect the color to this color ramp. And over here, still nothing happened because I first want to change the color. So here, I will choose a type of green. And also here, I'll choose another type of green, maybe a bit darker. And if you click on this plus button, you can add one more in the middle. And this one, I'll make it a bit more deep and darker. Something like this. And now connect the color from here to the base color. And here is our beautiful plant. We can still change stuff about it. I think I'll bring this light one to the middle. Yes. And I think the light one, I'll make it even more lighter. Yes, this looks much more natural. And this is it. This is how you texture the extra elements. This concludes section 5, adding extra elements. In section 6, we're gonna focus on the rendering, where we're gonna learn how to render the scene and the settings from this scene. And also we're gonna animate the camera, so we have a nice animation for our portfolio. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!